Alright, hello everybody, it is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red with our flying team. I don't know why I couldn't think of that for some reason. How much money do I have right now? Okay, I'm gonna go get one more zinc for Lugia. Lugia's down to like 30 EVs remaining. Sell. Giga Drain and Frustration. There we go. Alright, we're going to be going down into the Rocket Game Corner and seeing about finishing that place up. To start off this episode, we also at some point will be seeing an evolution. We'll see Dratini sometime here in the near future evolve into Dragonair at level 30, so that's exciting. There's not a whole lot of special defense coming. We could hold off on Lugia and really just try to target those last like 30 EVs. The question is then, who do I get the speed on? Let's spread a little more speed, I guess, on Hawaii. Excellent. Let's Aerial Ace. So let's see, how many exactly does Lugia need to finish EV training? Because then we can just stack all the speed on it. 31 EVs. Nothing but this drowsy on Lugia, special defense. Let's Water Pulse. I think it's like the last drowsy. Sadly. Ideally, we get, after this, 27 special defense EVs, 1 special attack, and 2 speed. For the Alright, well, we'll just swap the Shockwave. Grab these black sunglasses. Let's swap Skarmory here. Haircut. I'm Swift. Good deal. This speed, let's go to Charmeleon. grab the lift key. And then on we go. Next one we're fighting starts off with a line. I'm gonna just toss the moonstone, because we can't even sell it for anything. Bring it on! Let's do a slam. Pretty good. Poison's pretty bad. Ah, Shed got rid of it. Good job, Dratini. Nice. Let's go down just one floor so we can go back up here. There goes our dragon. Probably should have slammed it. Ah, Twister wasn't there. Okay. Got it. Alright, I'd like to take out this. Is this weak team still being super weak team with weaklings that weekly get by? Maybe just a little bit, but we're about to change that. Nah, we're doing pretty good right now for Shinaba. We're getting a lot of those moves that we were missing from things holding us back early game. And I think the biggest issue right now is maybe Dratini stats just from being a Dratini, but we're about to evolve once we get one more level on it. And then that issue will be taken care of. Happy Friday to you as well for Shinaba. Nice. let's go heal. Excellent. Alright, now we're gonna go out to the last floor. Take on those two trainers right before Giovanni. And then hopefully Giovanni. Gligar's getting a little ahead. We'll swap the Skarmory to start off right here. Gligar just levels up so much faster than everybody else on the team. Oh, we're definitely giving that calcium to Charmeleon. Probably could buy a couple more calciums for it. I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. And ta-ta. Very nice. Ekans, let's go. Let's see if we can get Dratini closer to evolving. Charmeleon's gonna get a butt-ton of experience in the Pokemon Tower. That is the technical term. But thanks for that. You never knew it was the technical name. I'm very technical here. Being a scientist, I always let you use the proper terminology when I'm playing. You'll use that at your meeting with your boss today. We made a butt-ton of profits. I think the actual measurement is a buttload, which is an actual measurement that's used in, I want to say, especially in alcohols, in barrel shipments. A buttload is an actual measurement of, I'm pretty sure, volume. Where's my routine? We always use metric buttload when describing a large amount of something. Yeah. I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna look it up. Alright, let me Dragon Rage here. A buttload is a historical unit of measurement for liquid volume, so I was right there, and it's equal to roughly 126 US gallons, or about 477 liters. That's how much a buttload is, and it was used in reference to, it was based on a large cask, which was called a butt, and was used to transport wine or ale in medieval England. So that's how much a buttload is. Wow, a buttload is a lot? Yeah. There you go. The more you learn. Granorite is so good early game. Will I get us enough experience to get our evolution? Not just short. Come on. Alright, well, we were going to start with Glide here. Hey, Krishinabon, I have a theoretical question for you. I think I know the answer to this, but this is all regarding move interactions and types within the game. Magnitude and Earthquake do increased damage to Pokemon that use Dig. I think they do double damage to a Pokemon specifically using Dig. It takes more damage from Magnitude and Earthquake. But Gligar is Flying type, and therefore immune to ground attacks. Does Gligar lose its immunity to ground types while it's in the animation for Dig and thus take damage from Magnitude or Earthquake? Or is Gligar still immune to Magnitude and Earthquake while it's using Dig? I think it's still immune. Yeah, and that's what I thought. I didn't know, like, I know in some of the newer games, like, you know, there's certain moves that can take away immunities and stuff like that, like Gravity or Smackdown and blah, 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 but that's a newer thing, not a older thing. Yeah, and that's what I thought, but I haven't had a chance to test the validity of that, so, I wasn't sure. Kangaskhan. Thunderwave. Oh, we got faked out. Oh, it's so much damage. And we got flinched? OP. Good poisons this. Holy moly, the damage. Go away, Kangaskhan. You're too strong. Same. In other games, the Pokemon can lose certain immunities with items or abilities, but not here in Gen 3 yet. We're not that advanced. Evolution! Gets us a Dragonair. Good stat boost on that evolution. Very nice. Here's our stats now for Dragonair. Like 20 across the board on everything. Almost. What do we know about Dragonair? Well, Dragonair is known as the Dragon Pokemon. It stands 13 feet and 1 inch tall, or 4 meters, and weighs 36.4 pounds, or 16.5 kilograms. Dragonair is a long serpentine reptilian Pokemon with sky blue scales and a white underside. As you can see, it's pink with the shiny version. It has a rounded snout, oval purple eyes, and a small white horn on its forehead. On each side of its head is a small stylized wing, which is white and curves into a swirl at the base. Dragonair is known as the Dragon Pokemon, really? Who knew? 3 blue crystal orbs adorn its tail, 1 on its neck and 2 on its tail. Dragonair emits a gentle aura that gives it a mystical appearance. As seen in Pokemon's Rescue Adventure, it can make its wings grow larger in order to fly, but otherwise moves through the air unaided. Dragonair hosts a large amount of energy within its body, which it can discharge through the crystals on its neck and tail. This causes its body to brighten and give off a different aura that changes the weather in its vicinity. As a result, Dragonair has been referred to as a divine Pokemon since ancient times by agricultural people. Dragonair is a rare Pokemon that inhabits pristine seas and lakes. The lakes Dragonair live in are usually filled with offerings from people in gratitude. It is said that a person who sees a Dragonair at the start of the year will be healthy for the whole year. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Dragonair is known to channel power and charge the weather even while it sleeps. In Generation 2, Dragonair and its evolutionary relatives were the only Pokemon capable of learning the move Outrage, but others can still inherit it via breeding. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Dragonair, Fire Red says it is said to live in seas and lakes, even though it has no wings. That has been seen flying occasionally, and Leaf Green says a mystical Pokemon that exudes a gentle aura. It is said to have the ability to change the weather. And that is our information on Dragonair. Yeah, don't get cocky with me, Crescendobon. Dragonair known as the Dragon Pokemon. I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Isn't it? Obvious to anybody who's not a dummy. Let's see. Alright, rival fight. I think next level Skarmory learns Steel Wing, which will be awesome. Can't stand to attack this Pokemon. Charmeleon. We'll go against Charmeleon. And it's a Rumble! A mirror matchup with a Century. What a kick. It's gonna growl at me, you so upset about it. Do it again! Call my Charmeleon Chuck Norris. 2 roundhouse kicks to the face. Execute's coming out next. Why would you send out Execute here? We're gonna swap in Gligar. Oh man, we just nail those Mega Kicks. No problem. I want to start with Charmeleon because we've been needing 2 attack EVs for a while, and then we're going to swap to our new and improved Dragonair. Thunder Wave! Dragon Rage! I should have just done 2 of those. Who needs the Thunder Wave? I guess it is only level 22. We need Lugia to take on at least one ghost Pokemon. I don't have any more repels. That's a Cubone. So on Gen 4, you will have to use Arceus 17 times since it can. Okay. I've been thinking about that. I don't know. Because we don't have a way to make sure we get the item at a good point in the game. Maybe we just use it on its base type. I don't have a way to consistently make sure we get the item. I guess I need to see where the items are, when the items are available. I mean, it is a good question, Krishinamon. It is a valid question. And I don't have the answer for you. You can't have it start with it? I mean, I could cheat it in, I guess. Yeah. Is that what you want me to do? I've been trying to not do that. But we could just cheat it in. Because we need to, you can't, since all it does is change the type of what it is. Yeah, I think so. You know, it's the same thing with, like, Gen 5 onwards with the Rotom forms. But that's only if you're going to add it to every type of Pokemon. I'm not going to commit to anything at this point. I don't like the position that you're putting me in, so I'm going to think about it and then come to an answer at a plus. I do it for cast form. You are correct. You are correct that I do it for cast form. And I'll also have to do it to Wormadam with its different evolution types, and I'll do it for Rotom with its different forms, Gen 5 onwards. Because in Gen 4, all the Rotom forms are all still just electric ghost. It doesn't matter. But then for the Rotom forms, we'll have to use for every form. Once for electric, and then another time for its secondary type that changes. It is a lot of uses for a single Pokemon. But we already do 5 times for Nincada, and that's because of its actual typings. And I don't do like 5 billion unknowns. Problems and conundrums for future Granorite. Current Granorite has more Delibird teams to look forward to. I like how you put things in perspective for me, Krishinamon, about the current issues that we're facing in the modern times. Getting that special attack here for Charmeleon. Very nice. Alright, we've got one more floor of channelers. Go away, Cubone. Well, I guess I should check my Pokedex and make sure that I actually have 30 entries in my Pokedex to get that item finder. I sure do. Hey, here's a question for you, Christian Amon, that we haven't asked, and I guess we haven't had a whole lot of playthroughs earlier where I've had you here to ask. What do you think of the shiny forms of the current Pokemon on our team? Are there any of these shiny forms that you think are superior to the original colorations? Or the other streamers watching, mainly Resident Evil, plays a lot of Pokemon. Oh, he's doing that. Sounds fun. Let's swap up Skarmory. Leah. Since we deal no damage to this thing. Honestly, you never care for the shiny forms of Pokemon. You liked Red Gyarados from Gen 2, but I wasn't ever to like search endlessly for them. Some look cool, but you've always enjoyed the OG colors for most. I could respect that position. Zubat. Let's put a Charmeleon here. My stomach's a growl. We're gonna swap Charmeleon in and then go to Lugia. What a pulse! And some of them don't have much of a change in the colors. They look like a lighter version of yeah, that's kind of like Charmeleon. Charmeleon's coloration compared to its original, it's not a whole lot of difference. Now, Charizard's a big difference, but then Charizard's shiny form just now looks like Charizard X. So... yeah, Kata! Let's go to Dragonair. We'll just keep Dragonair out. Scary face. If you want it, when you get the item finder, you can come back up to where Mr. Fuji's standing and get the Soothe Bell. Ninetale Shiny looks really cool because it looks like the Alolan version, with it being all white. Yeah! Very ghostly. Alright, let's get Return here. I think we're giving Return to Skarmory, if I remember correctly. That is Correct statement. We'll teach that in place of Swift. We could get a little more attack here on Gligar as well. So that when we do the upcoming double battle, it's already ready. Let's keep you out for now, and then we'll go to Gligar again. I just need Gligar to get 3 attack EVs, so we've already gotten 2. Oh, come on, Lugia. Legendary Pokemon, you can't get away from a poison. Alright, that's all Gligar needs. Why is back? All right. Rage. Speed on Skarmory, I guess. Need to get Lugia at special defense. But again, there's just not a lot of special defense. Horsey goes to Charmeleon. Ah, we missed the kick. We'll go to Skarmory to get it up to 31. With everybody else but Lugia. And then we're gonna do Gligar and Dragonair here. You know, I might just, but I only need a bit more special defense for Lugia. I could just get it from grass training. I go beat up on some Drowsies right by where we are. If I could find 27 of them kind of quickly. It's not like we're going to gain a whole bunch of experience from that. And then it gets it done. And then it can take on whatever it wants for the rest of the game. Is that a fourth of your health? About. Ow. That's like half of mine. Either we take it down, or we go down. Well, we're not going to take it down. Paralysis. Yawn's fine, too. That's just a gimme. Gimme win for Dragonair. Alright, let's get the item finder. And then let's go get this leftovers. Let's see if we can finish Lugia out really quick, because it's lagging behind because this game doesn't give special defense EVs. And look, here's the first one already. Oh, nice. Keep them coming. No. No. 9. 21 more. 20. 19. 18. 17. 16. 15. I do not have a Gengar game. 14. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 'Come on. 6. 'This countdown is not uniform. 5. 4. 3. 2. Oh, yeah, back-to-backers. 1. And Dunzos! Lugia is fully EV trained. We don't care what it fights for the rest of the game now. Now it won't lag behind because there's no special defense Pokemon. Alright, let's go beat up on this other Snorlax. Oh, wait a minute. I usually go... Just a second. Lugia, fly me back here. Go just south of here and get these 3 trainers. South of where Snorlax is. Next one gives speed. We'll just let Lugia take it on. Anybody that I really want more speed on? I need a little more on Skarmory, actually. Of course, I could just leave it where it's at and then just go strictly for, like, attack stat. All of them speed EVs. I mean, listen, my Pokemon are plenty fast. Natural speed and such. I don't need 5 billion speed EVs. Make it faster. Actually, let's go Dragon there. Boom! We get an iron, which I cannot use. Which we'll just sell then. Alright, let's take on these two Magikarps. It's gonna be a tough fight for Lugia. But then they're done. Alright. See if Dragonair can take on another Snorlax. So we'll give it the leftovers to help it this time. And actually, I got a bunch of stuff I can sell. Don't need Taunt, and I don't need Snatch. I would like to buy 2 Calciums. And then the only other thing we need is HP ups. I guess in whatever we want Charmeleon's second stat to be, but special attack was the most important. Elevator was right there, why don't you take it? It's too obvious. Alright, you're at full HP. Good rest. Good paralysis. The last one didn't sleep at all. Ah, this one got it. Alright. Underwave. Dragon Rage. Slam! It's just so chalky. Alright, let's swap the Gligar. lunch. Get it, Gligar! Very nice. So that can heal, get rid of that sleep on Dragonair. Let's give this to Gligar for now. We can always swap it around if we need to. I think this is where we'll end our episode for today. I know it's a little premature from what we usually do, but it's getting close to lunch. I'm getting hungry. I got some stuff I need to get done. So we do hope you all enjoyed the episodes today. We will be back next week with more Pokemon. Until then, we will see you all next time. Have a great weekend, and take care.